Hello, everyone. Hope you are well. This is Eco Builder. I named myself that because of ecology. But nature, of course, relates to humanity. And so I find myself being an organizer and builder inside of my cryptocurrency community. Right now, the leader of the community, Richard Hart, is asking us to officially submit information or perspectives to our government entities, so the SEC. And I'm about to do that. And so a few of us in the community, it's really interesting, a few of us in the community, we are towards building and being honest folks. And right now, in the dip of a bear plus government analysis, we're finding out who are flakes here to scam people and just have a good time and try to be where the money is and grab as much money as they can, and establish fake relationships. We're identifying those people. And so if it is that somebody doesn't talk about serious subjects and everything is just jolly to them, then you can find out pretty fast. Or when the swamp drains is what people are saying, right? With the politics that are happening in DC right now. When the swamp drains, the water goes down a bit and you can see more than what you could whenever the water was up covering things. So these are really interesting days, very trying times on your patience, emotions, finances, but very forming times. I'm really enjoying the hard times, let's say. Crypto is so interesting because it deals with so many aspects of human life. And then on top of that, it's this gem being formed, or it's this sand granular that's slowly becoming a pearl, or maybe it is a pearl and it hasn't yet gotten the attention of the world. So like here we are on, like, we've been lied to so much by our governments. I believe, and I truly, dearly hope that you understand that terrorism and assassinations, they don't happen from a person. They happen from an organization. They happen from dun da da da. And whenever it is that I don't even know how much I should, like, here I am second guessing myself. How much should I go into this? But whenever it is that something new happens, it's always been planned out. It was always meant to be. And if it is that we sit here and stay individualized, we're just a part of whatever is being mowed over by the waves of the ocean. So we need to organize. We need to help each other out. I'm this suburban boy in the United States, in Texas. So my position is within Texas law. My talents have been gifted to me by nature, by God. and I'm doing what I can, but I also sprouted in a flawed system. And so I have to look back into history and say what created what has come to be, and how can we organize and go forward. So I'm kind of like in the last few days relating it to a surfer. You have to go with the flow, but make for your own as well. So good luck, everyone. The reason why I'm inside of Hex Crypto is because it is an honest, truthful system. It's a smart contract that allows you to stake tokens and earn a yield on that. And how it relates to money, there's cryptocurrency, and it interacts with your country's currency, and people have trade. And inside of that cryptocurrency, or the bubble that is cryptocurrency, you're able to operate in an honest system. Let's see. There's one person that said that they would RSVP, or that did RSVP to this meetup.com meetup that is called Crypto Dividends, because this Hex token allows you to earn yield passively. And I wonder if that person's going to jump into the comments. But back to talking about, like, Richard is asking us to submit stuff. There's a lot of information on that through his tweets. So Richard Hart Win, Richard Hart WIN at Twitter. Right now, Twitter continues to be a place where there is some freedom of speech. Now, with that said, some people get silenced every once in a while there, but much less than other places. Hey, check out my shirt. I think this is at hexmerch.com. And go check out hexdays.com. That's a t-shirt website. You can submit your designs and relate them to days that have happened in Hex. It's really cool. Community run. If you're brand new to Hex, hex.com is the main website. richardhart.com is the founder's website. And so I'm advising people, hey, go check out this guy, Richard Hart, because he's doing so much for cryptocurrency. And so you're able to be involved in crypto and follow this entrepreneur, do his thing, and learn from him. He's created so much in the past that's up on the internet for you to learn from. And just so much. So you can go to a website. If you're already inside of cryptocurrency, you can go to a website that's hexsearch.io. That allows you to basically have a search engine that's quite similar to Google, and it will search the audio within all of the videos that Richard has done and released on his channels. Therefore, if it is that you want to learn more about a certain subject, just put that into the search bar and it'll pop up with all the different occurrences where he has stated those words. It's wonderful to learn that way. And you will find that this man does not misspeak. He always has something pinpointed to say. It's one of those things where you can just revisit it multiple times and learn new things every time. Also, you can go to, if you're brand new to Hex, you can go to hex.pink. I am saying PINK. The reason why I advise you go there is because simplistically, you can toggle a bar to say how many hex tokens you're interested in staking, and another bar, how many days are you interested in staking. So how long? And so what we do with our hex tokens is we stake them for as many days as we want, and each one of the stakes stands alone. So from your private wallet, not giving out your keys, your passwords to anyone, you're able to interact with the contract and stake individual amounts of tokens for however long you want, specifically in the amounts of days. And so you're able to keep up with, okay, how much interest did I earn on each one of these day by day by day until it comes to fruition. And then you just end your stake. And if it is that you, for some reason, want to cancel, you're able to cancel, but there are penalties. And so you're not able to add on to a stake after it has solidified. After you've staked something, it's permanent. But you're not absolutely held to it. You could face the penalties if it suits you. Hex is up, I guess, like 1,000, at least 100, maybe 1,000 from its launch, but it actually went up to 10,000x from its launch and then came back down quite a bit. And so here we are in the first actual bear cycle after the launch of Hex. When you start researching Hex, you'll find that Hex is on two different blockchains. It's on the Pulse Chain blockchain and the Ethereum blockchain, which a lot of people know about Ethereum, but they don't necessarily know about Pulse Chain. So pulsechain.com would be a place where you can learn more about a new blockchain. And if it is that you already have Ethereum tokens, you probably have copies of those tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. But back to hex.pink, it allows you to have an estimated understanding of what you could get in return. So I think that that's a great website, hex.pink. And then once it is that you already have stakes, you could enter in your wallet address without giving any more information. You could enter in your wallet address to stakehex.today. That's another community-made website that allows you to view your stakes and your stakes progresses, each individually or group them by year. It's a pretty stellar website. And then I was going to say one more website. I think that pretty much, that does a good job. So things are, I always wonder like how to break things down for people, because like if you already have Coinbase account, then you need to know that Coinbase has your tokens and you just have an account with them. And if anything happens, like a crunch happens in crypto and you're like, oh, I need to get my crypto off of Coinbase, Coinbase could stop you from getting your crypto out of there. So that's why Richard Hart and the rest of the Hexicans, my community, tell you to have a wallet private with you holding the passwords so that your coins are off of that exchange. So instances where this has been a problem, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, just recently, right? And many people are up against some bad situations because of that. When is another time where this happened in the history of cryptocurrency? Mount Gox. That was a very early instance of that. And there are many, many other ones because cryptocurrency is new. A lot of people have trust in their banks, and they think that then they can trust these other online organizations that hold your crypto for you or make big promises. And like, keep in mind, like these folks can just give you an account and populate the screen with numbers that appeal to your greed. And so like you see that, oh, you're up 60%, but yet you're locked in for another year and a half. Oh, please keep going up, and please keep staying safe. I've got my tacos. Last week, SJ was in town, and we did a recording and ate in front of the camera. I'm not gonna bore you with my eating because there's not another person to fill the space whenever my mouth is full, right? But yeah, if y'all have any specific questions about Hex or cryptocurrency as it is right now, or Richard Hart, pop them in the comments. They're on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm just going to wrap this up. Right after this, I'm going to join the Bitcoiners in Austin virtually. So at meetup.com, there's a guy named Paul Snow, who is the organizer of the Bitcoin meetup. And he's been doing it for many years. And so I've been joining him as being a dependable face for the Hexicans, letting those Bitcoiners and other people inside cryptocurrency know that we are here. We are very strong. We have strong values. Here we are. Please listen to what we have to say about where crypto is going and the best way to do crypto. If it is that you're inside of the Texas Telegram chat for the Hexicans, that is t.me/Hex Texas. I placed the link into that chat, and I guess I'll grab that link right now. Copy link, paste link. Sweet. So here at 7 o'clock, which for me is in 19 minutes. For you, it's 19 minutes. Please feel free to join us over there. And if you're late, that's just fine. If it is that you need to duck out early, that's great. Whatever. But yeah, I think the underlying message for today is that we are finding out who it is that really cares about bettering lives here in this deep in this bear market, and with world events and everything. There are some folks who are here just to be friendly, but yet they're greedy in the end. And there are other people who are here, entrepreneurs trying to create better lives for everyone. And they recognize that innovation cannot be just stomped out. Instead, folks have a reason to speak up. They have a reason to be here. There is a reason why Bitcoin has never died, why cryptocurrencies continue to march on. They continue to hold a value. The TV wants to tell everybody that, oh, it's in season, oh, it's out of season, but it just keeps on marching on. So there's a purpose for it. Right now, I never tell people like, hey, buy this, buy that, buy. But right now, it does seem as though it is a great time to accumulate. Typically what happens is we were just discussing this in Twitter Spaces the other day, and I was thinking just yesterday, before we were thinking about it or talking about it in Twitter Spaces, I I had been seeing an acupuncturist while it is that we were in the last bear market. And I was telling that acupuncturist because not only is she an acupuncturist, but she's a spiritual leader for me. And I was telling her that, like, if this certain investment works out for me, things could be really well. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm just I'm doing what I normally do, just keep my head down, keep working. And so she witnessed that time period. And then when things went really well, or somewhat really well, then she started paying attention, because I made it. I allowed her to know that things were great. Well, she bought in, and I assisted her. I held her hand in buying in, and she doesn't really know the computer that well. And every time she touches crypto, she has to have me hold her hand. So that's kind of a negative situation for me. But I still appreciate doing the service of pointing out, like, hey, this is the correct procedure. And, you know, what's safe and what's not safe. But whenever it is that she and I go to events together, and I meet some of her friends in the holistic healing environment, I tell people I've done architecture and I'm retired from it, basically. And I can teach people crypto now. It's one of my skills. And because I'm heavily involved in crypto, I stay involved and I keep an ear out for everything inside crypto and keep up with the times and how they change. And so I know that a lot of those people have not reported back to me, because they report back to her. And what does she have to say? She lets them know that even though she bought in a while back, her investment doesn't look so good. And it's really interesting to see how it is, because of seeing all these ups and downs. It's really interesting for me to see this point in the market right now, where I know that my acupuncturist is going to tell people in the future, when her investment goes up beyond where it is that she got in. I know that she's going to tell them, fortified in her voice, that everything went really well. But right now, whenever it is that we're in a dip, she can't say that confidently. Now, I can say that there are dips and that we're experiencing a dip right now, and we're still far above where it is that I bought in. But she can't say it with confidence. And so it's just a really interesting situation that we're in. I'm sure financial advisors have figured out a really great way to sugarcoat it, or dress up the talk to get people to follow through with their mutual funds and all that stuff. But here we are in crypto, where prices go up and prices go down, and people are met with real world trials and tribulations inside their lives. So what does each one of the time periods and the price in that time period mean to you? Bitcoin used to be free. It's now $27,000. All right, no comments in there. I will see you guys later. Take care, and please follow Richard Hart's instructions on Twitter. That is Richard Hart WIN on Twitter. Thank you.